What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Snyder Cut, continues to trend worldwide as so many people are reacting to the trailer that was released. Now, this movie is going to come out on HBO Max in March 18th to be specific, but today, Valentine's Day, we got the trailer that has been being teased and hyped up for so many weeks now. And I wanted to do a breakdown of it because I've done a couple reactions to it on many different channels talking about different things, but I wanted to actually slow it down a little bit, get into details. But first, before we do that, let's watch the whole thing in all of its glory first before we start to pick apart and really, point out some of the things that I saw in this trailer, and maybe you guys in the comments below can point out things that I missed or that you think might be a little bit different. But let's watch it. Scream.
The bell's been rung.
Lex Luthor's voice.
Out in the dark, among the stars, the god is dead.
Mascara. The music is just
I had a dream.
The nightmare sequence.
Almost like a premonition. I think there's an attack coming.
God, look at that shit.
My lord, this world will fall.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
That's such a good line.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life,
Iris West.
find out what that reason is.
Black suit Superman.
He said the age of heroes would never come again.
God,
It
that
will.
Superman scene.
It has to.
And of course, if you've seen it already, you know how this ends.
in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right? Batman.
There it is. And I love, too, you are going to get... Listen, I don't know. We got Lex Luthor's voice in there. I'm hoping we see more of Lex Luthor than we saw in Joss Whedon's Justice League. I almost guarantee we will. But so many things about this movie are going to be different. Jared Leto's Joker, talking to Batman in the nightmare scenario. But let's start from the beginning, right? And we're actually going to take it to Vero because I think Vero might be a little easier to actually play through some of these things and see them. Of course, Zach did put it out on Vero. He's the only person I follow on Vero. That's really the only reason why I'm there. But of course, starts out with this HBO Max original. And you see Superman in BVS, the death of Superman right here. And as he screams, you see these waves coming out as he's screaming. Now, this scream is going to wake the mother box. So when Lex puts it out there, the bell's already been rung. They know that this world's not protected. And of course, you remember from the first trailer, we heard Steppenwolf's voice. No lanterns, no Kryptonian. They know that he is dead. And that's why they are coming. And you can see it go all throughout, over, in between Metropolis and Gotham, right, is where Superman obviously died. So you see this thing go out. You see Hippolyta, right, on Themyscira, sitting there watching, overlooking, not sure exactly. Well, it does look, this is after, I think that this is after Steppenwolf has come, because you can see in the corner, if you see right here, there's already parts of the mountain starting to crumble from what we see right there. So this is basically that tomb, that temple that they had the mother box in that Steppenwolf came and got. After they've failed. That's what this indicates to me, that they've basically, destroyed it. It has been destroyed, and the Steppenwolf escaped with the mother box. Now, this shot of Batman in the nightmare scenario, in this future, in this potential future, maybe a future that we will see play out. And that's the thing a lot of people are questioning right now is, we know all these plans all along that they had. We've known about the plans for a while. The Jim Lee storyboard that leaked that was supposed to be the original ending to part 1 of Justice League. And if you don't remember that, I can pull this up. It was this storyboard with Batman in the nightmare scenario. You see Flash here dragging half of Cyborg's body. And these words, let me read you these words as a reminder. Sand dunes, smoldering solar pits, Gothic spires rising from the desert. Once this was Gotham, now, like the rest of Earth, it belongs to Darkseid. Coming over the dune, post-apocalyptic Batman as seen in BVS with a ragtag army of rebels. The surviving members of the Justice League walk over the rise of a dune to see the dilapidated Wayne Manor. Batman leads them. Flash drags what's left of Cyborg behind him. Bruce looks up to the sky and says, "We need to get inside before night. He's coming." So keep that in mind. This was the original plan, years before Justice League was made. That was the storyboard that was arced out. What of that will we get to see in this movie? That's what so many people are asking. And we can continue on. We see more of, Metropolis, Gotham, who knows what it is, been decimated. It's been controlled by Darkseid now. Now we have this. We have Wonder Woman. Is this after Darkseid takes over Earth? Is this before her trying to learn about him? But we see her go to this. We see clearly, sorry, I need to pause this. There are 3 mother boxes lined up behind her, and she sees the image of Darkseid. Now I see the question out there a lot. Is this Apocalypse? You see Darkseid, Granny Goodness, and Desaad, and the thousands of parademons. I think this is Apocalypse. Some people are saying they think that this is Earth having been transformed already. I do know it looks fucking badass, and I cannot wait. Now we have Steppenwolf, right? A Steppenwolf who is trying to win back and get into the good graces of Darkseid. I think this is after he has united the mother boxes in the Unity and is now able to talk to Darkseid through that, possibly. I don't know. I don't know exactly what this is, but that seems to be what it's indicating. As Steppenwolf, with no armor on, bows down, right? Bows down before Darkseid. We see on Themyscira, the Amazonians are, fighting the parademons and trying to escape from Steppenwolf. He's fucking, look at what he's doing. He's just fucking smashing them. And of course, I think we see some blood fly from there, actually. Look at that blood. Look at the blood spurt from there. No one's walking away from this if Steppenwolf gets his hands on him. I think that can easily be said. And then a Steppenwolf who just looks so much better than he did in Joss Whedon's Justice League, to be sure. Ben Affleck, or Batman, going to get Aquaman. We know that scene. Now this is when Wonder Woman saves the children, but fails to stop the bomb from going off. That is one way it's going to be very different. She's going to stop one thing there, but there are going to be other bombs that go out throughout the city. So at the end, although she saves the children, she has failed, and she feels like she's failed. Aquaman going to Atlantis. Looks like Steppenwolf and the axe. And Aquaman trying to hold him off. Now this is a shot of Cyborg with this massive cannon. This looks like it's in the nightmare scenario, guys. That is where I think that's taking place. That shot of Cyborg, I think, is taking place in the nightmare sequence after he has survived. Him and Batman. Flash doing his thing. Now this, how did they not want this in the movie? Look at how good this shit looks coming around that corner with the Batmobile. All right? Now you have Steppenwolf and Wonder Woman fighting with parademons swirling all around, of course. Now this line here, I love from Alfred. This line, he says something to the effect of, "Are you sure your team's ready? Can you stop, if you can't stop the charging bull, don't wave the red cape." Talking about Superman, and some of that dialogue is just so spot on. Let's listen to that, actually.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
That's such a good line. If you can't bring down the charging bull, as it shows a picture of Steppenwolf with these blue eyes, maybe drawing power from somewhere, maybe a boom tube or something, I don't know, charging, against Aquaman, and then the shot of Superman's red cape. Fucking beautiful, man. You see the honor paid to Superman, Lois Lane seeing him in the sky. Now, I don't know exactly when this is set. The shot of Darkseid, smashing this anti-life equation into the Earth, presumably. A shot of Pa Kent. I didn't even realize what that was until I slowed it down. This is going to be what I think, this is going to be Ray Fisher in sort of a dream sequence type scenario where he's like maybe in his head in the mother box or something like that. I'm not sure. Where he's controlling all these missiles and shit. We saw a little bit of that. Wonder Woman shot. Aquaman shot. We did see that shot in the theatrical cut. Now this, I think, is fucking dope. This is Barry Allen saving Iris West. Iris West is going to actually have a part to play in this movie. Barry Allen saves her, and a cool thing, you can just barely see it because my head's in the way, but he's barefoot because running at that speed just burnt the shit off of his shoes. So that's probably why he needs to build the Flash suit, right? Crazy. We've seen this shot. Ben Affleck fighting parademons, actually being fucking useful. Looks badass, all right? The shot of Clark going to Kent Farm after he has been resurrected. And then this shot. This is First Flight again, right? It is an homage to that first flight that he did in Man of Steel. With the black suit, looks absolutely incredible. It goes right into a cyborg first flight, potentially. So, cool cinematography and good mix-up of the trailer right there. More Themyscira. Steppenwolf tearing into one of Batman's. Is that the tank? Is that the crawler? I don't know what that is. This iconic shot of the Bat Tank, the War Machine, straight out of Dark Knight Returns, looks absolutely incredible. Take a look at Batman standing on top. A perfect Batman shot. We did see this shot from the theatrical cut. Now, Cyborg, this looks like Cyborg's grabbing the Unity and is trying to pull it apart and gets blasted by something. And then is Barry traveling through time here? Is he just in the Speed Force? But Cyborg looks like he's about to have a vision or see something. And then we see Steppenwolf reaching for the mother box in Atlantis. I cannot wait for this image and the dialogue that we're going to have here vice what we had in Joss Whedon's Justice League. The emotion of Clark, returning and truly being him. I cannot wait for that. We have more shots here. More action sequences. Now, Barry, Zack did not want to tell us about the Speed Force or much about the Flash. When you look at this, when you play it, it looks like he may be traveling in time because that explosion looks to be getting smaller, doesn't it? Just a little bit. It looks to be shrinking. Are we going to see him time travel in this movie? Sure looks like it could potentially happen. This scene because talking about the Age of Heroes is over, right? This is from the history lesson that we saw. This is Poseidon. That motherfucker is Poseidon right there. Has to be. Looks absolutely incredible as we see an incredible image of Batman swinging in like we saw in that first trailer to fight the parademons. Aquaman throwing Wonder Woman with Steppenwolf right there. Cyborg flies once again. We saw that in one of the teasers. And then this cool shot. Superman lasering presumably Steppenwolf as they're trying to finish him off with a boom tube opening up in the background. Will it open up and reveal Darkseid? That's what everyone thinks. The assumption is that Wonder Woman will cut off his fucking head and the head might roll into the boom tube. And if we see that, God, that'll be absolutely sick. And of course, the title. And then at the end here with the Joker reveal. The Joker reveal. Now, one thing that not a lot of people caught that I did catch in my first playthrough when I reacted was behind Batman is Cyborg. So this is the nightmare sequence. Cyborg is in the nightmare sequence. He has survived and they're trying to fix things. And Batman has come to the Joker. Now, one thing a lot of people are saying is there is this assumption that Batman, Cyborg, possibly Mara, and Joker and Deathstroke will team up to try to get this done, to try to set things right and change what happened in the past. amazing. And obviously, Batman. It was really cool for a lot of people to see. A lot of things to digest and think about when it comes to this trailer. Those are just some of the things that I've noticed in my couple watch-throughs, but I do want to hear what everyone's saying. And of course, Snyder Cut is trending. I loved the similarities between First Flight for Man of Steel and this Black Suit Superman First Flight, the clear parallels. And I think regardless of how you feel how this movie's going to turn out, when you look at some of these shots that we have already seen, looks better than anything we saw in the theatrical cut that Joss Whedon absolutely bastardized. And I'm glad it's restored to Zack's original image. I'm so glad all of these fans out here can celebrate Henry Cavill as Superman and Ben Affleck as Batman. And it should be noted, one of the only new things added to this is this scene. This is Ben Affleck only a couple months ago. He sure looks like he's fucking ready to play Batman again, doesn't he? We'll see what can happen. If you want to support it, if you want to see more from this universe, restore the Snyderverse, you got to talk about it. You got to ask people for it. You got to support it when it comes out. That's what I will be doing. It's what I've been doing for a while and what I will continue to do. But let me know what you guys think about all this, about the breakdown. I don't do really trailer breakdowns like this often, but I thought I had to do one for this and for this channel. If you don't know, this is my secondary channel. I also have a main channel. I'll put a link to that in the pinned comment below. But let me know what you think about Zack Snyder's Justice League, about this trailer, what I got wrong in this breakdown, what you think I got right. Let me know. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.